I'm on a journey to find the best foods for my body. As someone who lives with multiple chronic illnesses, including PCOS, chronic fatigue, and various gut issues, it can be so difficult to know the right diet for me. One tool I found incredibly helpful in this process is a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM. Even though there are certain foods that people claim are worse or better for your blood sugar, everybody's bodies actually deal with their blood sugar differently, and getting your unique numbers can significantly affect your daily life. The CGM I use is also linked to the Nutrisense app. Nutrisense is a continuous glucose monitoring program, making it easy to monitor my glucose levels and spot patterns in my food and activities. And Nutrisense makes this possible for non-diabetics too. You can track daily activity to see how food, sleep, exercise, and stress impact your glucose. You might eat the same foods as me, and one of us might have a glucose spike and the other person might not. And as someone who has multiple chronic illnesses, a lot of things going wrong in my body, it has been incredibly helpful to see what my specific body does with specific foods and seeing the trends that I have. Some of the results I got were expected. I ate something sugary, my glucose spiked, for example. Other results, I was totally shocked. At one point, I ate a homemade pizza and had pretty decent levels. The Nutrisense app gives you a score, and I got a 9 out of 10 for a pizza, which kind of surprised me. And then on another day, I had a really nutrient-dense food, lots of vegetables that were cooked in avocado oil, some brown rice, some garbanzo beans, and thought that that would be good for my body, and my levels ended up spiking a ton, and I ended up with a score of 7 out of 10. So of course I expected if I ate a lot of carbs to have a spike, but I didn't expect even non-starchy vegetables would spike me, and that potatoes wouldn't spike me. But the main thing that I found with my body, and I have known that I've had issues with this for years, but seeing the numbers has really helped me see why I would feel this way after eating. So if I don't eat enough protein with my meals, I would have a spike, even if I had a lot of non-starchy vegetables, even if I had some, beans in there. But if I didn't have chicken or something that was really high in protein, my levels would almost always spike. I also found that the timing would change my levels. So for example, if I ate something higher carb in the morning, first thing after fasting, I would have a huge spike. But if I ate it later after exercising or being more active, it wouldn't spike as much, even with the exact same foods. I also found that if I ate the protein and the fats first, before I ate the carbs in my meal, it would slow down the absorption of glucose in my bloodstream. So fascinating. Another thing I found extremely helpful is to be somewhat active, even for just 10 minutes after a meal. And with the Nutrisense app, you get an entire month of support from a dietitian for free. Now, if you want to continue that after the first month, it's $50 a month. But let me tell you, having someone to, one, keep me accountable, remind me to log everything in and write down my symptoms, as well as dissect the data, because I didn't totally know what all of the numbers meant and all the information that it was giving me. The dietitian was able to help me see patterns that I wasn't able to see myself. My Nutrisense dietitian recommended adding vinegar to my meals and eating most of my carbs during daylight hours, as well as taking a cold shower after a meal. Now, I will say I didn't test out the cold shower theory, but I'll let you try that one for yourself. One really strange thing I noticed is that stress impacts my glucose levels. I had the same meal 2 different days, but at the exact same time, same meal. And one day I was super stressed with some life things going on. The other day, I was having a great day. I was calm. I had done yoga that day. I just felt a lot more balanced emotionally. One of those days my glucose score was a 7 out of 10. The other day it was 9 out of 10. The only difference I could find was that I had a stressful event happen the day of the 7 out of 10. My dietitian recommended practicing breath work or meditation before or after a meal to help avoid this. And I can vouch for this one, it really does work. I also logged my symptoms, and I noticed when I had a poor recovery from a meal that I would feel extra fatigued. I'd get headaches. I have found so many things that are helpful to my food journey by using this CGM. And I am one step closer to finding the perfect diet for my specific body. Everyone has an opinion on food, and I have heard all the things. Now, a lot of people have similar opinions on processed food or too much sugar, and I've heard things like that a lot, but I swear every other food people have an opinion on, and it's very strong. Some people tell me you have to eat vegan. Other people tell me you have to eat the carnivore diet. And I'm so happy for you if you found a diet like that that works for you. But everybody's body is unique. And for me, for example, I need the extra protein. I've tried the vegan diet, it just didn't work for me. I wasn't able to get enough protein that my body needs. I think everybody's body processes food differently. And if you do have a chronic illness, you might be more sensitive. And this is why I think a CGM can be a very helpful tool for anyone looking to better understand their bodies and the foods that work best for them. And if you want to try out Nutrisense to try out a continuous glucose monitor for yourself, head to the links in the description below and use the code AIMEEBLOG for $25 off. They will ship 2 14-day sensors every month. All you have to do is download the Nutrisense app, and once your sensor is activated, your dietitian will reach out to you and you can start seeing the patterns in your own body. Thank you again to Nutrisense for sponsoring this video and helping me get one step closer to figuring out the right diet for me and my body. And if you want to learn more about PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, watch this video next.